Hello farmers, welcome back to Griffin, Indiana. It is now day 4 of summer, I do believe. It's the day after, whatever the day was in the last episode. But and this day is almost over. I've been pretty much just fertilizing all day long. A couple of seeding contracts that came up. The small fields I do myself because why would I set up course play? It was just going to take about a minute and a half. But Frank did go ahead and seed field 29. That's the one with the oil pump in it. And he did rather good. So, 2 headlands, and he didn't have any issues. So that seemed to be working out all well. Been moving some things around. I did get the rest of the hay baled, and I tried to edit the XML file on that baler, and apparently I'm doing something wrong because it didn't seem to work. And as I've been fertilizing today, I may have thought of something of what it could be, and it could be the pickup rate on the baler is not high enough. So we're using a big windrower. And of course we got a lot of hay in the swath. It could be that since we also bale at a high speed as well, maybe the baler can't pick up the hay fast enough to compress it in the baler. I don't know, but it's just doing the same thing as it was, just missing little pieces here and there on the edges, but not a big deal. It's not a game changer at all, but I mean, for what that baler can do, 20,000 liter bales and bales fast it does, I'm not going to complain if I leave little pieces here and there. So meanwhile, yeah, I've been fertilizing all day, a couple of seeding jobs, and still waiting. There's a lot of fields in here have been cultivated, but I don't know. The farmers don't want them planted, and I think today's the last day for them to have a chance to put soybean in it. So maybe they just want to get ready for next year and plant cereal crop in there. So right now we do have just shy of $40,000 in our bank account, but like I said, I've been doing contracts all day. I haven't collected on most of them. I stopped collecting a little while ago just because, well, I want to show you some of the contracts I've been doing. Of course, I did field number 9 today, so that's going to be a healthy little contract coming in because I do want some cash to buy the manure spreader. Oh, and I did put down a fuel pump down here because, well, the Steger, it was getting kind of low on some fuel. $800 for fuel, I think it was. So for now, I'm just going to go ahead and pop this here. Let's go ahead and just... Yep, nope, off. There we... Nope, I said off. Gosh darn it. There we go. Now that the Breedle spreader is free. So we're going to park this over here. And before we go down by the manure spreader, let's go ahead and pop into the contracts. Yep, 4,200, collect, 4,000, collect. 8,600 collect, 5,000 collect, 42,500 collect, 1,800 collect, and 12,200 collect. Leaving nothing but transportation jobs. Refresh. Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. Look at all the fields here just waiting to be done with or something. Yeah, we just seeded field 29. And yeah, I'm waiting for field 24 to come up, that contract. You know I'm going to do it. It's a sugar beet field. It will pay rather well. But the next step we're going to do is that bring us up to 117. Holy crap. Okay, that's more than my brain calculated before. Our silage bales were finally ready. That's why I had to fast forward time mostly today. Waiting for these to convert all the way over to silage. And pretty much it told me I had to wait until 6 o'clock tonight. Now it is 20 past 7. So I've been fertilizing and trying to get that done. But now we're going to go over to the BGA. Now I do have the Ford over there in case I need to. This is the first time I've been using the BGA, so we'll see how it goes for me. I don't know, do I need to pick them on up and actually dump them in because it's a raised BGA drop-off point, or is there a trigger in front of it? I don't know. We're going to find out together if you don't know either. So these are all the bales that we got from doing the baling contracts. And once again, thank you for you guys to let me know in seasons that I didn't have to wait for them to convert over to silage to deliver them to collect on the contracts. So we're going to sneak in through here. And around like this. Let's go ahead and first I'll just unload them onto the trailer. Is it just going to take them here? No, doesn't take them right off the trailer, which I didn't think it would. But next thing is, let's load them back onto the trailer. And then we'll unload them, and then will it take them if I do this? It took one, but I think it took it because when it flung it off the trailer, it was high enough, because it's not taking those at all. I just noticed another thing here. It's not a big area to turn around in, but I think with the Peterbilt and the trailer we got, we can get around. Yep, okay, there's plenty of room here. There's enough room. Just saw something over here, didn't know what it was. Oh, it's just like a vent pipe. Alright, let's jump into the Ford and we'll pick up the bales. I don't know what the capacity is of this BGA. I think the base game is like, what, 50,000 liters? So it's not going to take many bales if that's the case. I think the biggest one I've seen is, I think on Wither Farms, that one holds 150,000. Okay, so I took that one. And what is the capacity of this one? Is it more than 50? I can't tell if this is the base game. Yep, it only can take 50. So, well, I would say leave the Ford here, but I'm going to need the Ford for our next job. Our next job is we're going to be buying the manure spreader and taking some manure out of the cow barn because we're getting a lot of manure in there. So what I'm just trying to do right now is just, you're not going to stay up there? Really? Kind of hoping you would stay up there. Nope. And stay up there. You think you would just shake right off, right? Come on. Alright, I'll just have to come back down and fiddle with that later on. It'll be slow income anyways. Let's bring the Ford back up to the cow barn. We'll drop off the bale spike at the bucket on it. And then it'll be down to the store with the Deutzweiler, and we'll grab our new manure spreader, which I have not bought yet. It's going to cost like $80,000, something like that. So it does leave me a little bit of extra cash for overnight, which is good because, you know, loan interest. So yeah, our $1.5 million loan that we got left, the loan interest at midnight is just below $10,000. I think it's actually $9,600 per day we're paying on that. So after buying the manure spreader, yeah, I don't want to spend money for a while. Any income that we have come in is going to go towards our loan and try to get, like I said, I want to get that, you know, at $1 million or just below it before I purchase anything else. I would like to buy another field down here, and I think we were looking at the one next to the ball field. So that's a possibility. I think it was like $360,000, $370,000 for that. Just so we can get a little bit more income and start working on our own fields. I'm at the point now to where, you know, at the beginning, I don't mind doing off-camera work in between episodes to get the cash flowing in. Instead of just cheating it in, I like to kind of work for it, you know, because that's the way I play. But anyways, I will be glad where I don't have to do contracts all the time in between episodes just to get the money in. I mean, I could speed up time and just work on our own farm the way it is, but we do need the cash. We gotta feed the cows. Anyways, I'll meet you down at the store with the Deutzfire, and we'll purchase our manure spreader, and we'll come up here and start taking some manure out of the pit. So not really a pit, it's more of like a bunker. Yeah, the bunker. Because that bunker is getting kind of full, and I don't know what the capacity is of the cow shed. So we need to start using it. And besides, our grass fields need some lovely fertilizer. Alright, let's spend some cash. Let's head into the store. And manure spreader is right here. Same one we use on the Pacific Northwest. The only thing I'm going to do is we're going to change out that red for... Do I want the jet black or do I want... Yeah, we'll go with that black right there. It's $500 more, but whatever. But $80,500. Let's go ahead and buy that. We always buy new for our farm. That way nothing breaks down, right? That's the whole plan. That's the hope. That's the dream. I don't know how much manure that holds. I kind of forgot, like 36,000? Let me go back in the store. Was it 36,000? There wasn't an option for more. 32,000. No, there is no option. I think that's the same as this in-game one. Yeah, 32,000. We're all set there to go spread some manure. I backed up a little too close. And there we go. We're all set to start spreading some free fertilizer. Well, do you want to consider it free? I mean, we are spending a lot of cash on the cows, so... But they're bringing the money back in. Also, I know I've been talking about getting another tractor, and we will at some point. But I was talking about the JCB, and while Frank Jr. was fertilizing field number 9, I was looking in the store at medium tractors. And I think I'm going to go with a Valtra, because I don't remember the last time I used a Valtra tractor. I think I used a JCB somewhere, but I don't remember using a Valtra tractor, I don't know when. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and probably get a Valtra tractor. I think it's going to be just under 200 grand, and I think like 250 horsepower, which is just about right. That way we're not asking the Ford to do some things when it shouldn't be doing things. It'll be good because I could do the Valtra, and I could do some baling while the Deutz-Fahr is doing like mowing. Yeah, a lot of things we definitely can do. I did bring the Peterbilt back up here with a flatbed because before we start spreading manure on our grass field, it'd probably be good to go around and pick up the hay bales, right? That'd be a great idea. So $36,000 in the bank account. That's going to be giving me enough cash for a couple days. Yeah, the milk production, by the way, yeah, the milk production is almost like non-existent right now. It's, I don't know. It's almost like they don't want to produce milk. I think my theory of if they are, even though they've given birth before, doesn't mean they're going to produce milk now if they're expecting offspring. I think if they're expecting offspring, they don't produce milk either. I'm not sure about that, but people can leave a comment below to know if that's true or not. But yeah, the milk production is kind of slow here. But if we go into animals, we are up to 64 now. Yeah, and our milk is only up to 13,000. I think at the end of the last episode, we were like 11,000. And I've gone through 2 milkings right now. So yeah, it's not coming in too much. The manure, we're up to 209,000 liters of manure. So let's start using some of this stuff, shall we? So a 9,000 liter bucket. This should help us out a little bit. If the bucket will pick it up. Why is it only picking up a little bit? There it goes. And luckily we got that huge weight in the back. Can this reach over the top? It can. So I think 4 buckets will be enough, right? Should be more than enough to fill up that trailer. It's kind of weird the way it's picking up the manure in the bunker here. Now I don't know how far this is going to get us. Because with precision farming down, it's going to probably take a good amount of fertilizer. Because we're not fertilizing it like 2 or 3 times. We're doing it in one go now. And this is what the Ford is meant to do. Just shuttle around the cow barn and do some of this kind of stuff and baling. It's not meant to be going out in the field and pulling a bridle spreader with 18,000 liters in it. It's not meant to be doing anything but stay right in this little area right here. I'm glad I got that huge weight back there when we bought that way back when. There we go. That is a full trailer. Alright, let's go jump in the Peterbilt. I know technically it's not, well, it's not classified as a Peterbilt, but we all know it is. So I'm going to keep calling it that. I can't remember the actual name of it because it's too many odd letters here and there. So, yeah, I'm not going to remember all that. And yes, my Peter is dirty. I know. I need to wash my Peter. It's been doing a lot of work this summer. But I'm not really sure I understand what the other farmers are doing. Those fields have been cultivated for a while, so I don't know. I just can't get contracts on them. And I'll be a little upset if I wake up one morning and all the fields have been seeded with something. And it's like, why didn't you put that out for contract so I can get some cash? I want some cash. But then again, who doesn't? If you just look at the money I can make for seeding, fertilizing the fields, and then of course, if it's soybean that we're planting, then we know we're going to be harvesting it this fall. I'll get some harvesting contracts and then some extra soybeans off those fields. So I'm hoping a lot of contract money to come in this year. And I mean a lot of contract money. But the amount of hay bales that we got from doing this harvest, it should be good for us for a while. At least I think it will be. I probably need to take a look at our mixer to see how we're doing for capacities in there. I have not looked for a while. So I'm not really sure I know if it needs to be refilled. I mean, the last time we refilled it was like the beginning of winter. So I probably should take a peek at that and see if I need to pop some bales in there and some silage. I think that is this field picked up. Yeah, I know, it's a little bit messy here and there, but you know what? We're going to leave it there. It'll slowly decompose. But now I got plenty of hay bales. Come over here. And by the way, I do have traffic turned off on this map just because with the Steger trying to go down the road, the Steger takes almost the entire road anyways. And with the John Deere drill, that does take up the whole road. So it's just a big old mess if I try to do it with traffic. So probably leave traffic off for now. And I have decided to keep the John Deere planter for corn and sunflower if needed. The capacity for seeding that is awfully low, so we'll just have to buy a seed trailer. Be something I haven't done in a while. I think I may have done that on Hawke's Bay. We are full. We are full. 39 bales of 20,000 liter hay bales. I gotta think about putting down another shed, probably for the bales, because I don't have any more room in the bale shed for all these bales that we got. So I believe I got like a half a trailer load in there already. So right now I'm just gonna park the Peterbilt here until I figure out what I'm going to do here. I mean, like I said, that's the amount of straw we got off the fields. That should get us through next year. But I think next year, like I said, I better start piling up some more straw and hay bales because we're going to get more and more cows. Hopefully, that's the plan, right? That's the whole point of this series is to get up to 2,000 cattle. And it's like, you want 2,000 cattle? You only got 64. Yeah, we're working on it. We are working on it. And if you ladies would start producing more milk, I could probably progress a little bit quicker. Alright, let's go jump into this. Let's bring up the HUD because I want to make sure that I got... Oh, where is that? Deactivate automatic application rate. No, we want to leave that on. Alright, so let's unfold the spreader, which is nothing more than the door opening up. Alright, we'll turn that off. And I forgot how big the working width is on this thing. So I can't really see where I've been. This could be problematic. Now the good thing about precision farming is if you go over an area that's already got full fertilizer on it, it'll automatically turn off anyway. So if I overlap, it'll only use what it needs. I can kind of see where I've been. So it's not the end of the world. Like I said, I can see a very little bit where I've been. I think if we were on a dirt field, it'd be just a little bit easier. So I'm guessing I may not even get a headland done around this grass field, which is fine. Like I said, we got 200,000 liters of manure to use up. And I probably will use it all, honestly, on both grass fields. But this is with only 60 some odd cattle, and at some point we're going to have a whole bunch. Probably in the future, if it gets to be too much for us, we may just have to either sell some manure, which we won't get paid much for it, And I'll probably, because it'll get repetitive, I'll probably get like a belt system. So I can just drive right up to it and just pull up, and I won't use a Ford and bucket in all the time. Who knows, it may get so repetitive I may not even do it at all. But for now, we're definitely going to go ahead and use that manure. It's free. I don't have to pay for artificial fertilizer, which is great. Yeah, I'm not going to get a headland done, but that's fine. It's all good. Probably smells really good too. Actually, I'm getting around further than I thought. I didn't think I was gonna get a headland done, but almost get a headland done. Yeah, I'm a little surprised. I didn't think the working width was this wide. Even though we had it on the Pacific Northwest on that challenge, I don't think I personally used it. We pretty much set it off on a worker, and of course workers can take the manure directly from the pit. So I guess I could do that in the future if it gets to be too much. Make sure I turn. That should be off already. It's showing that it's off. Yeah, so in the future I could leave it on in the work stage to where the worker takes it automatically. There's 32,000 liters of manure taken. And we almost got a headland done. Almost got it done. That's the way. Just run right into the trailer. So the way the manure is loading into the bunker itself, I don't know how much it can hold. It's kind of weird the way it's loading in. At first it started loading on the back left corner, and now it seems like to be loading in from the front. And I got like a big chunk towards the back where it's not loading in. Glad I went with a 9,000 liter bucket. Just makes my job a little bit easier loading this up. 3.5 buckets later, and it's full. Well, that was like a lot of manure that just disappeared on the ground there. That could be manure that I dumped back in there. Maybe from filling up the greenhouses a few episodes ago. Alright, actually I can kind of see where we've been. So that's going to work out. It's not as bad as I thought it was. Yeah, I can see where I've been. No problem. Of course, I'll probably get around a corner and the sun angle will be different and it'll be all weird. So I am kind of hoping here in the next couple of days of summer, those other farmer fields that are cultivated, I'm hoping that they're going to want them seeded with possibly some cereal crop. But I don't think we can plant cereal crop until fall, maybe? I don't know, we'll have to check the season page here when we get done spreading manure on this field and see what day will be next for all the contracts, because I'm pretty much done fertilizing, I think. All the fields that have seeded, well, that we have seeded or have crop in them, I think I fertilize as much as I can. And just a reminder, we don't have to fertilize our soybean field because soybeans do not require fertilizer, apparently. Apparently soybeans are rather simple to grow. But definitely at some point we'll get the Vulture. But yeah, my main goals for the rest of this season is to work on that loan and get the amount of cows that we have up a little bit higher to triple digits would be nice, like 100. And then hopefully, like I said, maybe by field 13. We'll see how the contracts go. With that being said, I need to earn like another $800,000 this season. Now we do have some crop that we can sell when winter comes. I don't know how much we have at this point. really lost track. But I can double check on that in a while as well. Yeah, this spreader is wider than I thought it was. I don't remember it being this wide. Now it should shut off, right? Through here. Well, it's still showing that spreading, but the amount in the trailer is not dropping at all. So, that's good. There we go, you can see that little spot there. So yeah, I got to put out, what was it, $80,000 up front for this spreader. But in the long run, if I can, keep using it and save money on fertilizer, it'll pay for itself in the long run. Plus, it gives me something different to do, rather than having the Breedle behind us spreading the fertilizer down. Oh, and when I was fertilizing fields earlier today, before I started recording, I was having a problem with the Breedle spreader on Courseplay. I was like, why is it overlapping? And for some unknown reason, Courseplay was putting in an offset in there for the Breedle spreader. I'm like, why'd you just start doing that for? That's uncalled for. Alright, so if I come over to here, nitrogen level, why does it say it's bad? Does fertilizer not give... Does cow manure not give that well of a fertilizer like artificial fertilizer does? Because I got it on... I thought I had it on automatic for precision farm. I'll have to double check that. That means I'll have to spread it again. That's kind of unfortunate. But then again, it is just a grass field, so it's not the end-all be-all if I don't get back to it again. But if I wanted to, and I go back over it with the artificial fertilizer, it won't take as much either. Gotta be careful when you lift the bucket up that high with 9,000 liters into it. The tractor tends to get a little wobbly. Now it seems like I'm digging into that pile really quick. And now it's going to take a half a bucket. Alright, let me jump back into this tractor here and deactivate automatic application rate. Let me just turn that off. Activate automatic application rate. Not too sure. So see, I'm spreading it here. It's on, but it's not taking any manure from the trailer. But it still says it's bad. Well, it is what it is, I guess. Now the question is, how many times... I think I've mowed this field more than 3 times. Do I need... With precision farming, do I need to go back in and do I need to recalibrate the field by doing precision farming again? By doing soil sampling? Alright, so we got a lot of things to check when I get done here. A lot of things. Let's see, we don't need that back on. But I think it's doing a fantastic job, honestly, the way the working with is, and like I said, it's free fertilizer. Now when I get over here, I'll probably stop using what's in. Yep, stop using it. Even though it looks like it is using it. Have to double check on some of these things. So many things to check on. Hopefully I can remember everything. Which usually I don't. Can I finish the field what's left in the trailer? Does it usually work out that way? But I think I got plenty. But I still got all field number 1 over there to work, but I still got to get those hay bales off there as well. So I got a little bit more work to do. Well, I'll come over here and get ready to do that. I'll finish that off tonight. In-game. Probably not actually in real life. I got to get to editing this video. Now let's turn that off. Let's go into precision farming here. Okay, so this is our grass field. pH level, that's lime, and nitrogen level, yeah, it's not where it needs to be. That's for darn sure. Kind of weird. I got wavy lines in here. Is it actually not? Why do I got wavy lines there? That's kind of interesting. Is it where the hay is on the field? No, because I got tons of hay still on the field in this section here, and it went through. I was thinking, did the manure land on the hay and the field doesn't recognize it? So it looks like the manure will not actually get it up to full fertilization. I'll have to do it again, which is not that big of a deal. Soil samples 38. Cost me $5,700 to get it analyzed. Total earnings of $55,501 off the harvest field. I don't know how it's calculating that when I'm not really... I'm trying to think, have I sold anything off this field? I don't think so, have we? No, because I've been making silage with it. With the grass, and then we made hay bales. I haven't baled any... Yeah, so I don't know. I'm not too sure. But I'll probably have to spread manure on this once again. Or I may just do it with the Breedle, but it won't be as much fertilizer as before. Alright, so that's the one thing I needed to check. The other thing I needed to check is to come over to here. And how are we doing on our stats here? Oh, I still got that silage I need to pick up. We're still doing okay. The silage, I could probably top that off a little bit. Not that big of a deal. I need to clean up the cows in here. They're doing fine on straw. How's my straw bale doing out here? That's got about 7,500 liters left into it. It's summer. They don't require as much straw as they would in the wintertime, so that is looking good. Not too bad there. Now let me go back into here, and yeah, there's no contracts. Refresh, refresh, refresh. Yeah, nothing coming up whatsoever. And let me just check on the fields here. You can see all the fields that are just... Yeah, there's a whole bunch of fields here. I'm more interested in like these fields right in this general area. Get those kind of contracts. That makes the Steger and the John Deere planting a little bit better. That's for darn sure. The smaller fields I will do myself. Oh, the other thing I want to check is how much fertilizer. I have fertilizer. So, 175,000 liters of manure left. Does that seem right? I thought I used a way more manure than that. I have no idea. And speaking of, I know what the other thing is before I want to forget. Let's go into seasons and here. So soybeans. Yeah, this is the last day to plant soybeans. And I don't think any of the farmers are going to do it. But it looks like on the 5th and 6th day of summer, they'll maybe start asking us to plant maybe wheat, barley, and oats. No one ever asked us to plant any of this other stuff, which is fine by me. And canola. So I guess we could plant any of this kind of stuff. So maybe they're just waiting for another day to get here before maybe they want to wait for next season. I don't know. But I'm actually surprised by spreading the manure down the field that we don't reach the requirement of nitrogen. So maybe I have to wait for the grass to grow again. I guess I could spread it on the field again. because I got plenty of manure left, but I got to do the other field, like I said. But that field's not as big as this one. But we did cut into this manure pile a little bit, and the ladies are doing rather well. Speaking of, yeah, 64. And like I said, we got plenty of cows that are ready to, well, in the verge of readiness. They got a lot of cows expecting some offspring. So maybe that's what's going on. But like I said, by the end of the year, if we're not up to 100, we'll go buy some more cows and we'll make it up to 100. So far, we have bought 40 cattle. And we've gotten 24 offspring. And only one male so far. So that's working out, at least in my favor. But the other thing I got to figure out is what to do with the hay bales. I got to figure out a way to stack them in there. I don't know how many more I got left over here. Not a whole lot. So I got to figure out how to get that one trailer in there. And then an additional like half dozen or so. I'll figure that all out. And that's going to do it for today, I do believe. And I'll probably see you on the 5th day of summer. Probably doing some seeding contracts, fingers crossed. And of course, once those seeding contracts come along, that means fertilizing contracts. And the money can start coming in. I can pay off some of this loan. And eventually expand the farm. But anyways, that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here in Griffin, Indiana. But until then, have a good one.